Hey. Hey, you. You. Don't look over there. Don't look that way. Look at me. Look at me. Keep an eye on me, okay? Listen to me, all right? Now, where should I start? All right. There's a rumor that the Pelicans organization has basically put Anthony Davis a trade deadline up. They can't really do nothing after the playoffs. I mean, the finals is over anyway. And I think it was what, July the 1st, something like that. So they can't do nothing. But they already looking to trade Anthony Davis already, and they said the Lakers are welcome to throw an offer down as well. Now, here's my thing, and a lot of people going to disagree with me, but once again, I got to stick to my bread and butter. LeBron James got 2 years with us. That third year is going to be an optional year for him. And before somebody say, well, Urban, he got 4 years with us. I'm not counting the year he already played. He got 2 more years left with us and then the optional year. Now, I know a lot of people going to say, well, I talk about Anthony Davis' health all the time. I always talk about it. And a lot of people say, well, Alonzo been hurt every year and Brandon Ingram been hurt as well. And to be honest with you, I have to agree with you. But here's the thing. I already said it over and over again, and I'm going to constantly say it again. The Lakers' main focus should be Kawhi Leonard. Forget about all these analysts, all these so-called educated individuals who keep trying so hard to make the Lakers effective in order to bring their pay raise or their salary up, their ratings up. Because right now, without the Lakers being in content or them talking about the Lakers, the ratings are okay. It's so bad that ESPN and Fox Sports, the Lakers not in the playoff, and they just got to talk about them. They just got to find something. Then you have a foolish individual like Magic Johnson goes on ESPN and let out all the dirt when he should be talking to Jeannie and all them instead of going out on on TV to clear his name, to save face. So he goes out and talk about everything that's going on about Pelinka, Luke Walton, Jeannie, all of them. It's crazy to me. Right now the Lakers, we have enough right now as of what's going on with the organization. We don't need no more of that negative energy being flown around like that. But anyway, getting back to Anthony Davis. Now, my two options is, I said before, this is what I would do if I was the front office. And I said it over and over again. You look at the young players on every other team that's actually in the playoff. They're actually leading their team, their respective team, in the playoffs, or they're doing a lot of amazing things for their team. Now, the Lakers got 3 young guys. Now, you got to keep in mind, this is Anthony Davis we're talking about. So, there's not going to be a one player in a draft pick or a couple draft pick type of trade. It's going to be basically all your young players and a couple draft picks just for this one individual. Now, keep this in mind. Out of the 3 guys that they named, Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo Ball, I'm going to throw Josh Hart in there as well. Now, with those 3 guys, and I really think Boston Celtics are going to get him because Boston Celtics fell apart, and I think Dan Ainge's going to really make a run for it. Well, Jason Tatum and all of them. I think he's going to give everybody up for him. Only thing about it is that if they trade him to Anthony Davis to Boston Celtics, who does he have to play with? You know what I'm saying? At least with LA, you still got LeBron to play with, and y'all can just build around that. But, so you had the young players. I said before that based on the fact, the way they did the young players, I would trade them. The reason why I said I would trade them only because, and this is before, I ain't talking about now, but before I said I would trade them, because the way they went by doing anything, and you can see it messed with the young players' mental. So I would trade them so that young players can have opportunity to play somewhere else. And the reason why I say that, because I feel like at the end of the day, a lot of them are getting a bad disservice with LA, especially Lonzo Ball. And Lonzo Ball has been made a 2 guard. He has not played his point guard position, and I like to see him under Frank Vogel more or less than Luke Walton. I like to see how he play and see if Frank will actually take the ball out of LeBron James' hand and let Lonzo Ball play. So right now, at this point in time, back then, y'all would say trade him because of the way they did it. But now I'm saying, hell no, don't trade him. And the reason why I say that, because why would you trade anybody when you got all these free agents coming? Forget all that bull crap. Trade for Anthony Davis. Go get this guy. Go get this guy. Trade for this guy. It's foolishness. And the fan base is just as foolish as well. Because when you got players like Jimmy Butler say, oh, I would love to play for LA. Kyrie Irving said he would love to play for LA. You got Kawhi Leonard, who say he would love to play for LA. I know some fans say, oh, it's a dream, hope, and all that. There's nobody coming here, bull crap. Listen, these guys were saying that when LeBron got here and before LeBron got here, especially people like Paul George. So even though the organization is dysfunctional and all that, players still want to come to play for LA because they know it's a big market. It makes sense when it comes to business aspect. Forget about the front office. You know what I mean? Myself alone will put people in seats, so it don't matter what the front office do. It's about me getting to LA and putting bodies in seat and making my opportunity much more better when it comes to business and finances. It's common sense. It's a common denominator. So I really don't feed into the whole theory that, oh, we're not getting no players, this and that. That boat was done with Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak. And I think, and I know a lot of people might disagree with me, a lot had to do with Kobe as well. And the reason why I say that, because a lot of players didn't want to play with Kobe because Kobe was just too much of alpha male for them. A lot of players are just beta males. They didn't want to play with alpha male. Look at Dwight Howard, for example. Kobe went at him. Oh, I can't play with this guy. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to go somewhere where he can dance and have fun and grab people's balls. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended on that, but that's what I'm saying. So a lot of players didn't want to play with Kobe. They even want to play against him, or they didn't want to play. They didn't want to play him because he was just too arrogant. They just couldn't deal with somebody like him. They couldn't deal with a physical man who basically tell him how it is, what's on his mind. He didn't give a hell. So that's why a lot of players didn't want to come here. It wasn't so much the front office, just that they didn't want to play with Kobe. And then you think about it, after Kobe left, who the first one to come? LeBron James. Who wanted to come before LeBron James? Paul George. Who wanted to come before Paul George? Also, DeMarcus Cousins. So you had, even Westbrook said he wanted to come here. KD wanted to come here. So you had players that said they wanted to come here. So for us to sit here and say that we're not going to get nobody, it's ludicrous. I'm sitting there saying, like, why would we even think that? The main person, like I said before, I would go at this Kawhi Leonard. Simply put, I would not make a move on Anthony Davis. I'll let Anthony Davis' situation ride out. He got 1 year, whatever team he goes with. If he decides to stay with that team, that's cool. At the end of the day, you got to look at it like this. You still got Lonzo if we keep him. We got Kyle Kuzma, and we still got Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is going to be a freaking stud. Y'all, I know fans ain't sleeping on Brandon Ingram, but Brandon going to be a stud. And for us to see and keep talking about, let's trade for Anthony Davis. Remember, Lonzo Ball played 2 years. He was hurt. You know, a lot of it had to do with the doctors or whatever. You know, the doctors and all of them that we had. They were just bad. That's why they got rid of them. They fired them. So I would like to see this year play out with the young players, along with LeBron James, and let's pick up a free agent, a superstar free agent. That way we don't lose nobody. Win a championship and then go from there. Because if I'm telling you like this, if the Lakers, Jeannie Buss go all out and try to go after Kawhi, because she said she wanted Kawhi 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Now LeBron James is reaching out to Kawhi, what he should have did with Paul George, but it's all good. He's reaching out to LeBron. He's reaching out to Kawhi. He's reaching out to Kyrie Irving. He's reaching out to a whole bunch of these these superstars and let them know, like, look, man, the opportunity's there. But I wouldn't. At this point in time, you don't need 3 superstars. That's just it's overdone. I'm so tired of the superstar bull crap. I'm just done with it. And I know some people say, well, Urban, what about the Lakers? Back in the day with Showtime. If you go back in the 80s, 90% of most teams in the 80s had at least 2 stars. Every team. If you don't believe me, just go play NBA Jam and get out of my face. Anyway, like I said, I'm so tired of it. That's why I'm hoping that Toronto beat the freaking Golden State Warriors to break them up so KD can go to New York. And I hope Kyrie go to New York with KD so that way it can have some balance, man. I'm just tired of having these lopsided freaking teams. I freaking hate the New England Patriots. Oh, God, I'm just tired of it. I'm freaking, listen, hockey, baseball, listen, every so many years you see somebody different up there. That's what I want to see in NBA. I want to see challenges. I want to see, you know, balance where you don't just walk into the finals. You know what I'm saying? And this year, the freaking Golden State Warriors without Kevin Durant kind of walked into the finals. You know? So at the end of the day, like I said, no, I would definitely stick with Kawhi Leonard. I would not trade my young players for Anthony Davis. Back then, with the way they did them, I would definitely trade them based on the fact that I like to see Lonzo Ball at the point. But with Frank Vogel, who might be able to, you know, who I'm probably a better X&O coach than freaking than Luke Walton, might get LeBron to actually humble himself and compromise to allow Lonzo Ball to bring that ball down sometimes. So I want to see what Frank Vogel do with this team. I'm not so big to say, okay, let's trade him off and all that. Instead, I would go with LeBron and the young players, try to get Kawhi and put a couple shooters around him, and that's it. That's all you freaking need. You don't need no 3 superstars. These freaking ESPN analysts and all of them, they supposed to be so freaking smart, but they so freaking dumb. The freaking fan base are much more smarter than them. They want, well, go get Brandon Beal, go get Kawhi Leonard, get Jimmy Butler, get all these players. No, man, the main focus is Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, out of all these guys you named, Kawhi Leonard is the only bona fide player I would actually go after at the beginning. I would go after him at the beginning, and I'll let him know, hey, man, we throwing the whole freaking sink at you. And why I say that, because Kawhi Leonard is the only player that has proven to be a superstar. Went to Toronto, look what he did, took him right to the finals. And a lot of people, like, I already told y'all the East is weak anyway, but DeMar DeRozan couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? You see what he did with San Antonio. Once Kawhi Leonard left, look at San Antonio. I mean, let's be honest. And that's on the West. So you're getting a guy who understands the East and the West. You know what I'm saying? So he understands both dynamics, and you're getting somebody who bring in much more to the table. Anthony Davis, can he get, look, Anthony Davis don't even stay healthy enough to even take his team to the playoff every year. And I know a lot of people say, well, they put enough people around him. They put people around Anthony Davis, man. They give him shooters and all that, man. It's just that he's not the type of player that can carry a team to the next level. That's all it is. He's somebody that can play off of somebody. Kawhi, you got your superstars, then you have your all-stars, then then your stars or whatever you want to call them. But your superstars is people like LeBron, KD, and all them. With Kawhi. Then you got your star. I'll put it like this: your superstar. Then you got your star, all-star, whatever it is. But after the superstar, it's just whatever the pot want to throw it that way. But nah, if I'm the Lakers front office, I wouldn't even go after him. I wouldn't even make a move to throw players at him. I wouldn't even do that. The best thing that the front office should do is they should go pull up the young players, sit them down, talk to them, and ask them, do they want to be here? That's the best thing you can do for them young players. Ask them, do they want to be here, and what's the direction y'all going from here on out? Because LeBron James only got a couple years left. He's almost at the end of his career. So why would you go get Anthony Davis? And I'm not Anthony Davis because I love him, but I just don't want to give all that up just for that one person. I don't want to give it all up. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Now if they sit them down and talk to young players and just say Lonzo Ball say, no, I don't want to be here. I want to be a point guard. I want to be the main point guard. I would like to go somewhere where I'm the point guard. And Brandon say I don't want to be here. Then yeah, I will make that move. I would trade him then. And then you get Anthony Davis, and if you still can get Kawhi Leonard, that's cool. You know what I mean? Because you have Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, and LeBron James. Then when LeBron James retired, you have Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard. But like I said, out of respect of the front office, the way they've been doing these young players, no, I would sit them down and talk to them and ask them how they feel about the organization and do they want to be here. And if they say, yeah, I want to be here, then I will work with the young players. Because remember, Anthony Davis, he's a free agent at the end of the season, and he already mentioned, no matter where he go at, I'm only going to play 1 year, and that's it. So the Lakers can go all out the year after that and get him. That means LeBron James got 1 year left. If he decide to stay that fourth year, you can go after Anthony Davis. You keep your bucket open, your pot open for the opportunity for Anthony Davis when he become a free agent and go get him. You have money. Don't go get another superstar. Just get Kawhi Leonard, get a couple of veteran shooters, and that's it. Run with that squad. Look at Golden State, man. You don't need to go get Anthony Davis right now. You don't need to trade none of your young players. Because once LeBron James gone, you got Lonzo Ball. Oh my God, just imagine Lonzo Ball and Anthony Davis. He feeding that man. Woo! Now, like I said before, I will wait. But I would definitely talk to young players and see how they feel about being in the organization. And if they don't want to be here, then I will make that trade. But if them guys say, no, I love it here, I want to stay here, as a front office, I would go ahead and rock with them. Because if you get Kawhi and LeBron, that's all you need. Anthony Davis can come after you're a free agent. We don't need Kyrie Irving. Let Kyrie Irving go to New York with KD. Or the Clippers with KD. Whatever, I don't make a difference. We don't need Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo Ball, I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all sleeping on Lonzo Ball, man. Lonzo Ball got so much upside, man. And I can tell you, the last 3 games he played before he got hurt, you start to see him become a man. For those that watch the game. But anyway, that's your man. That's your man. Get your man. Get your man. You know what I do, baby. Anyway, it's your man, everybody love it, like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section, tell me what you think. Do you think the Lakers should trade the young players away for Anthony Davis, or should they wait until he become a free agent? I know a lot of people say, well, what about the Paul George situation? That Paul George situation was still operable. I mean, they still could have got him. But remember, the biggest problem with that is that the Lakers were so focused on LeBron James, they forgot about Paul George. And Paul George, who to me is a beta male, he got emotional, felt some type of way, and he stayed at OKC. So that opportunity is going to be there for Anthony Davis because he already mentioned, no matter where I go at, I'm still going to get up out of there. I'm not staying a whole year. So that many teams are not going to take that option or take that chance. Boston might take that chance, which I think is stupid because me personally, if I was Boston, I'll run with Jason Tatum and them and Brown and I wouldn't re-sign Kyrie and I would try to trade Hayward, get him up out of there because the team that took you to the Eastern Conference Finals should be the team that you should be rocking with and add pieces to those 3 guys with Rozier, Tatum, and freaking Brown and add pieces to them. Other than that, I wouldn't trade them guys. So I traded the cancer and get them out of there and let them go somewhere else and run with those 3 young guys. That's what I would do. But I'm not a Celtics fan, but if I was, that's what I would do if I was them. But anyway, no, I wouldn't trade for Anthony Davis. Instead, I will wait till the end of the season coming up, and then go from there. If not, we still got, hopefully we get Kyrie. Kawhi. If we get Kawhi, the Anthony Davis situation is, it is what it is. We ain't got to focus on him. We focus on Kawhi and LeBron. And Kawhi, like I said, one thing about Kawhi, the reason why I want him so freaking bad, he's not going to sit there and whine about I need superstars in order to make it better. He's just going to come and play his game. He's not going to talk. He's just going to do his thing, help the young guys, mentor the young guys, and go from there. He's not going to say, well, we need to do this. We need to trade these guys out and go get a bunch of superstars and all this to win championship. No. Kawhi, listen, Toronto right now, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to let y'all guys go. Toronto right now, if they don't freaking, not Toronto, sorry, Golden State. If DeMarcus, he played 8 minutes this the first game. In order for Golden State to beat Toronto, they're going to need DeMarcus Cousins more than KD. They're going to need somebody inside presence, that somebody that can score and dominate inside. That's the way you're going to match up with Toronto, because Toronto go physical and they're good. They're a good defensive team. What they run, Golden State running right now, is not going to help them. It's not going to help. Steph can score 50 points. It's not going to help them. They need DeMarcus Cousins. If they get DeMarcus Cousins, I'm telling you, Golden State will have a chance to beat them. But without DeMarcus Cousins, Golden State just like a regular team, man. They're more like TMC back in the days when was it Don Nelson? When he was it Don Nelson? Damn, yeah, Don Nelson. When he coached Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin. That's all he is right now. That small lineup. That's all it is. And they just get smashed by teams with good centers. Anyway, it's your man Urban Level. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section, tell me what you think. Do you think the Lakers should trade the young players for Anthony Davis, or wait to the end of the season to get him as a free agent if he's available? And should they sit down and talk to the young players about, do they want to be here or not? Because like I said, that's where I'm at. If the young players want to be here, then I will hold on to them. But if they say, no, I don't want to be here because of LeBron, because the situation that happened this past season, I don't want to be here because that might occur again, then yeah, you got to trade them, because if they don't want to be here, you're not going to get nothing out of them. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well trade them. But if they say, I want to be here, no, I'll rock with them. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at Denver, look at Utah, look at the Sacramento Kings, look at all them teams with those young players rise up. Even the Celtics before Kyrie and freaking Hayward came back. Look what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? So, nah. And then look at Milwaukee. You look at all these young teams, young talent rising up on these teams, playing pretty good. It comes down, not just the players, but sometimes it comes down to the coach. Anyway, this video getting too long. Y'all take care. Have a blessed one. Enjoy y'all weekend. Please be safe out there. And stay away from frogs, because nobody got time for warps. Whip it, whip it.